Hi there, I'm Brett Yateman, and I want to take a couple of minutes to be able to talk about why I believe that the Herbalife business opportunity is the greatest opportunity on the planet, in fact, especially for the average person's best chance at creating some financial freedom, especially in today's economy. I'm hoping to do this in a couple of minutes, and I'll start by just letting you know a little bit about my background. I came from a corporate marketing, sales and marketing background. I worked for large organizations. I must be honest, I got very frustrated inside the large organizations because climbing the corporate ladder, I started to realize that I'd really traded my life for a paycheck. Somebody was telling me when to be at work, when to go on leave, how to work. And I started to realize that if I do this all the way until I'm 65, that I'd actually sold my soul for an income. And I thought there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a way that I can have the income but have freedom. And so in my 20s, I went looking for an opportunity, and I came across an opportunity, the Herbalife business opportunity. And like everybody, I was skeptical, massively skeptical at first. The first time I was exposed to it, I went no, and I had all the standard reasons. You know, this is an American scam. This is not going to last. I had all the standard reasons. But I decided after I had nothing to lose. It was kind of at a point in my life where I didn't have much to lose by trying it, and gave it a bash. In my first month, a very good friend of mine got some great results on the product. She got some extraordinary results on the products, and because she got such great results on the products, a whole pile of her friends said, I want some products, and so I almost found myself in business by accident, just by supplying products to a friend and a couple of her friends. And from there I started attending some of the meetings, and it was there that I started to experience a little bit more about what this business was really about. In my mind, I thought it was that you're selling products, that's what you had to do, but actually I hadn't realized it was the most incredible opportunity to build an organization, to build a network, and use skills and develop skills in growing an organization. So as I attended trainings and discovered more, so it was almost like somebody was peeling off layers, and I was discovering that there was more to this than what my original perception was. And I started to discover a company that is over 40 years old, listed on the New York Stock Exchange, has incredible financial fiduciary track record, has great products behind it, that the products really make a difference, they deliver results, they're scientifically backed. So I was excited by the stability of the company, and I was excited by the great products behind it. I must be honest, in the beginning I thought the products are probably expensive, until I started to understand a little bit about the marketing plan and how the marketing plan works. And when I discovered that if you're just selling products, then anything is expensive. But actually we're not selling products. There's a lot more. If you compare us to a product on the shelf in a supermarket or in a pharmacy, then maybe we might be expensive, but we're not. Because when you buy a product in the shelf in a pharmacy or supermarket and you bring it home, it doesn't talk to you. With our products, the products are part of the deal, but actually it's a whole package. You get a coach, you get a support system, you get Facebook groups, you get WhatsApp groups, you get Telegram groups, you get video training, you get one-on-one calls, you get a marathon support group, you get fitness advice, you get protein advice. When you don't get any of this when you go and buy something from a pharmacy or from a supermarket. You just get a product. Here you get a product and you get an entire support structure around it. And maybe you don't like Facebook, so you can only use the WhatsApp, or maybe you like internet support, so there's video support and training and advice and guidance, and so there's this entire package behind it. And I started to realize that actually the products are a very small part of it. It's the entire support behind it. So anyway, then once I understood the company and I understood the products, and I realized that there's enormous value that we can add to people in the product, I started to look at the marketing plan. And I realized that actually in my first month, I got quite a lot of customers in my first month, and I made a really healthy, great income in my first month. And then I started to build an organization. And it was there that I started to understand the words of John Paul Getty, who said, I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own. And that really started to play on my mind. And this was 32 years ago. So, it is interesting, 31 and a half years ago. So I've now been a Herbalife distributor for 31 and a half years, and I have fed my family. I've bought a home. I've put my kids through schooling. My children are now living internationally. My beautiful wife Kelly and I have traveled the world extensively, and we've done all of this on our Herbalife business. And part of that Herbalife business, sure, is getting some customers, and that's the retail income and helping people get some results. But the reality is that you can't get enough customers to be able to live the lifestyle that we've lived. So actually, it's about leverage. What we've done, we've always had the philosophy, is that we only want about 10 to 20 great quality customers that we look after and we take care of. And then we teach other people how they can go and get 5 to 10 to 20 great quality customers that they look after. And then they teach people how they can get 5 to 10. And if everyone's just looking after maybe 5 to 10 to 20 great quality customers, and then you have hundreds of people who each have 10, 20 great quality customers that they're looking after, helping them get results, supporting them with a Facebook group, with a WhatsApp group, with a marathon 10-day challenge, with a 21-day transformation challenge, with fitness advice, with protein advice, with fiber advice. Everyone's only looking after 10 to 20 and making a great profit out of looking after 10 to 20, let's be real. But on top of that, now you're teaching other people how to get 10 to 20. And when you've got 100 people doing that, who each have only 10 customers, 100 people each with only 10 customers, now you're looking after 1,000 customers, and the company is actually paying you a percentage of the turnover of your entire organization and tracking the whole thing for you. And I started to realize I could start a business without staff, without trucks, without delivery, without unions, without labor, without massive amounts of inventory, without stock. I could actually start a business just by trading, getting a couple of customers, starting to build a network, supporting that network on Zoom, on live meetings, training, the same way I would in a sales organization, exactly what I used to do in a sales organization. I could train them, I could support them, I could help them get their customers, I could help them expand their network. I could actually build an entire business. And then I could create little sales training calls or business training calls with my little team. And my little team became a bigger team and a bigger team and a bigger team until it was eventually over 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people. And again, some of them just using the product. Some of them with 5 customers, some of them with 10, some of them with 20 customers. But everyone, independent business owner, running their own business. Now, for me, that's the greatest business opportunity on the planet. A 40-plus-year-old company that's rock solid with products that really deliver, but inside the products, an entire support system to be able to help customers get results, to feel great, to literally optimize their health, to get into the best shape of their lives. And wrapped up in that, a business opportunity where you can start with no capital, start with a lot of desire, start building customers, building an organization, and take it as big as you want to. And you never need to have hundreds of customers that swamps you. You can literally work 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, looking after your customers and then running little trainings to be able to bring new people in and teach them how to go and look after their own 5, 10, 20 customers. And then you can grow that and expand it as big as you want to, and you can reach whatever dreams that it is you want to, because it's all in your hands. There's no boss telling you this is how big you can go. This is when your next promotion is. You're earning what you're worth and you're growing at your own pace. I've got to tell you, I think it's the greatest opportunity in the world. And 31 and a half years later, I think it's the best decision I ever made. I'm so glad I left the corporate world. In my 20s, I'm so glad. And if you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s, I encourage you to have a good hard look. Contact your sponsor. Contact the person who sent you this video, because have a good hard look at something that you can start part-time, and who knows what could happen in your life.